Another fantastic cigar review. I'm Garrett Bertram, and today we got the CAO 450 Flathead Sparkplug. So a couple things you need to know about this cigar. I've had a long personal history with CAO cigars. I started smoking them as one of the first go-to brands back all the way in 2006. But the Flathead line is relatively new for the CAO guys, and they've been getting a lot of acclaim. Now, the CAO Flathead 450 Sparkplug, I've had this cigar in my humidor for about a year and a half. I've been looking forward to it for a while. Never had this before, so let's dive into it. A very rich barnyard and manure, deep earthy dark notes on the aroma. This is a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, which is one of my favorite wrappers to smoke, so I'm very much looking forward to this. It's got the signature flathead of this cigar line with a tight double cap, slightly toothy, and it's got a good oil sheen. I would say like a medium to heavy oil sheen on it, with this pigtail on the end there, which is not common, but pretty cool. I've had a few cigars like that before, so let's cut this up and see what it tastes like. I just took a test draw and I realized that because of the pigtail, it's a closed foot. So I guess no test draw on this cigar. Just gonna have to go straight to the light. I'm actually kind of confused. Am I supposed to cut the pig's tail off, or am I supposed to just light it from the foot? Now that I think about it, every pigtail head I've had before has been at the crown. I've never actually smoked a cigar with the pig's tail at the foot. So I cut the cap off, and if I light this, how am I going to get any air through it? Well, my instinct says I should just cut it, but I'm just going to experiment and see, does it actually work? Can you just light it from the bottom like this? This is a trial and error run. I recognize the fact that I might look pretty silly by doing it this way, but hey, we're going to give it a shot. Alright, well that seemed to have worked. On the first light, wow, a lot of oil on the mouth, some cedar, and just really dark notes. I could really taste that Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. That worked actually better than I thought it would, so cheers to that. I'll keep smoking this, check back with you guys, and see how it develops. Okay, we are 12 minutes into this. What I forgot to mention earlier was a Robusto. The CAO Flathead, the Robusto, is actually a little bit smaller than your typical Robusto at 4.5 inches by 50 ring gauge. It also has a box press, a subtle box press, which if you watch some of my other reviews with my brother, I tend to enjoy a box press because it's easier to clench on the teeth a little bit more comfortably. But regular is fine by me as well. They don't roll around as much if you need to set it down anywhere that's conducive to rolling. Like maybe on the go, you can set it on the side of your cell phone. Maybe if you're playing golf somewhere or something like that. Anyways, moving into flavor. The first third, which this should be a pretty quick smoke, the first third is giving me a lot of rich dark notes. I got a lot of that oil slick on the mouth, but with flavors like coffee, leather, and earth. Looking forward to the next third. I'll check right back in. Very delicious. We are 35 minutes in, and this cigar is going fantastic. As you can see, it's burning perfectly, flawless construction. I was a little bit worried about those caps holding on because it was a little bit tricky to cut off that flat top, but the caps are holding fine. And it's just oily richness all the way through. The flavors haven't changed too much, about the same kind of earthy, dark notes with some oil. I will say the cedar has picked up a little bit, but the overall body, the overall flavor has picked up now that the cigar has warmed up as well. So not much flavor transitions, but a little bit more flavor in general, and good flavors they be. What is it? I'm also feeling the strength a little bit. This is a small cigar at 4.5 inches, but the strength is already kicking in. So along with that flavor comes strength, so definitely have yourself a hearty meal beforehand. Anyways, I'll check back in for the final third. Okay, the strength is picking up. I'm definitely feeling it. We are about 55 minutes in, and I'm going to be calling it quits pretty soon on this very much full-bodied cigar. The third, wow. So the oil slick has dipped down a little bit, and I'm left with more of a bitter cocoa and bitter coffee that I had before. I did catch some floral hints throughout some of those draws, but not on every single draw. But yeah, definitely a powerhouse of flavor and strength. I'll go ahead and say the final smoke time will be about an hour. Let's move into final thoughts. Pairing with this cigar, I went with a coffee. I would have liked to get a couple other choices in there, but it's late in the evening and I gotta wake up early tomorrow, so coffee it was. Definitely a very complex cigar. Only smoked this cigar after a heavy meal and at the end of the day. I could see why they made a small size. If it was any larger, it would be too much for me to smoke and to really enjoy. I got some raisins right here to help me with the strength. When compared to the other CAO Flathead cigar I tried, which was the V554, you could check out my review of that one. This one, I'm gonna have to say I liked it a lot more. The other one, the 554, that one left me with some oleander, kind of like a bitter oleander flavor, which is not a flavor I typically like in my cigars. Whereas this one hit me with those more rich cigar notes that I like. With the strength being so strong though, I'm gonna not put it at one of my favorites, but if you like that strong flavor, strong strength, kind of give you a little bit of a little sweat, a little shakiness of the hands, then this one's definitely for you. I enjoyed the fact that they have the kind of the marketing theme of the motorsport. They even made the box of this cigar look like a Sparkplug box, which I thought was, I mean, it's just a gimmick, but as a design major, I do enjoy these little things. And I also enjoyed the large band. I'm a fan of the larger bands because they give you more to hold on to instead of having to hold directly onto the cigar. And because of the large bands, they tend to come off a little bit easier than the small bands. I didn't have any glue issues sticking to the wrapper and peeling, so that was very nice. CAO, like I said, is a company that I got a long history with and I definitely enjoy, so check them out. If you like the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Comment at the bottom what's your favorite CAO cigar, and more specifically of the CAO Flathead range. Stay tuned for more videos. We'll see you next time. Adios.